Alright.
Here is a hammer guide, you bastards. Hammer is a relatively simple weapon where you need to learn how to position yourself properly and how to time your combos. The biggest property of hammer is that it can relatively easily knock down your opponents as long as you keep hitting them in the head. It's got a couple of cool features as well, like charge attack and power charge, which I'm gonna explain in detail in training area. You cannot block with a hammer, but it gives you much more mobility than, for example, greatsword, simply because you can charge your attack while running around, and that can also change type of attack that you will do. Let's hop in the training area, and here I'm gonna show you all the moves. Main combo here that can be used to great effect and with other stuff with charging attacks is the one with triangle button. The biggest thing about this combo is the final hit called the upswing. This thing can stun and knock down opponents pretty easily if it connects to the opponent's head. This is the one you should use the most. The second one with the circle button is called Big Bang. Unfortunately, to pull off the whole combo you need to connect with every single press of the circle button. If you miss once, the combo cannot continue. For example, I'm now spamming circle button and nothing happens because I did not connect with the first hit. So as soon as you miss the hit in the chain, it's over. The biggest thing about the hammer are its charging attacks. You can run around and charge your attacks up to whatever level you want. There are 3 levels of charged attacks. Every level does a different move. Now for the power charge. Power charge can be done when charging and then pressing circle button. Power charge should always be used instead of normal charge. It gives you more attack and it gives you more stun chance. That means weapon will have more impact upon hitting the opponent's head and other parts of the body. It also gives you rock steady effect while you're doing the power charge and while you're attacking. That means you will not be staggered. Unfortunately, this move rarely works as it should. I mean, it does work, but it's so goddamn hard to time it all that I wouldn't even focus on that. Just think of power charge as your attack boost and stun boost. That's about it. If you can master the rock steady effect, then kudos to you. I could not. I played most of the time by completely neglecting it, like it wasn't there. Simply that period when you have that effect, when you're attacking or when you're doing the power charge, is so brief that opponents will punish it very often. When you do the power charge, you'll see white outline on your weapon. That means power charge is active. You do not have to activate it again until that white glow disappears. White glow disappears whenever you sheath your weapon or when you get staggered. Honestly, I don't even pay attention to it because I always power charge. Let's talk about charge attacks. If you charge to level 1, you'll do charged side blow. If you charge to level 2, you'll do charged brutal upswing. Even if you're running while charging to level 1 or to level 2, you'll do same move. So this move is constant, whether you're moving or if you're stationary. It's a different story for level 3 charge attack. If you're stationary, you're gonna do charge brutal big bang swing. Very powerful move that is best used when enemy is on the ground. If you're moving and you charge to level 3, you'll do spinning bludgeon attack. Cool thing about spinning bludgeon attack is that you can go into triangle combo through it, depending on when you stop swinging. If you stop swinging late, then you're gonna do upswing as your finisher. If you stop swinging early, then you'll go fully into triangle combo with upswing as your finisher. all good moves. Now I'm gonna show you the combo that I do most of the time, and it's very effective at stunning and knocking down your opponents and closing the distance as well. I always go into power charge immediately. I pretty much neglect charge all the time, power charge only. To level 2, charge brutal upswing into triangle combo. It's very simple to pull off, and it can easily knock down or stun your opponents as long as you connect at the opponent's head. Second version is with Big Bang. This is the one that I use when enemy is on the ground, if I know that they will stay on the ground for a while. And that's really pretty much it. You can combine that spinning bludgeon into more combos with triangle, as I said before. And those are mostly the moves that I'm using. Those two moves, spinning bludgeon with triangle finisher and charge brutal upswing into triangle combo. These are the things that I use the most with hammer. And also when I'm moving around, I'm more often charging to level 3, because then I can do spinning bludgeon, which makes it easier to connect with your opponent. Two more things: when you're on the ledge, you can do charging jump attack. That will do a decent amount of damage, but the coolest move out of all with hammer is when you're sliding. This is the one you should do most of the time if you have chance to do so. You just gotta charge when you're sliding, and when you release R2 button, you'll do mid-air spinning bludgeon. Absolutely amazing move that can also mount your opponent. That's pretty much it for this hammer guide. Hammer can be played in multiple ways. You need to choose your own combination that works for you, because hammer's attacks are pretty much all balanced out damage wise, so no matter what combo you do, you'll be efficient. The biggest point of the hammer is to attack opponent's head to knock or stun the bastards as much as possible. The moves that I'm doing are really good at that specific element, but the biggest thing about the hammer is positioning and knowing when to do charge attacks and when to wade. This does not mean that you constantly have to go head on at your opponent. That's almost never encouraged. Often I actually wade to the side and then do the charging brutal upswing into combo, or maybe something else altogether, depending on the situation. Learn your opponent's moves, know when you have enough time for combo that you want to pull off, and you should be alright. Practice makes perfect. For example, yesterday I had horrible time with hammer against Anjata, that Gigantosaurus that was present in beta and is in the final version of the game. Today I'm kicking 7 shades of shit out of him with my hammer, so there you go. A little bit of practice goes a long way. Try to be in power charge stance all the time. Even if you have power charge, it's best to be sure and power charge again, because you're gonna charge all the time anyway. Power charge will give you that just millisecond longer charge, or if you're really good at spotting when you have that power charge active, then you can neglect it and just use it when that effect wears off. I for one can't be arsed constantly checking if that white outline is present or not. It's not that easy to notice anyway. Another thing is obviously the rocksteady effect with power charge. As I already said, try to practice it, but often it will fail you, because it's such a brief moment when you're starting your attack that you cannot be staggered that it's hard to time. That will be it for this guide. Enjoy knocking down huge monsters on their fat arse, and see you bastards soon.